Jaya Gaurani Thai, Jaya Gaurani Thai, Gaurani Thai, Shi Gaurani Thai. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Jaya Haribo. Shri Radha Govinda Dev Bhagavan ki, Patita Pavana Jagannath Bale Sudramaya ki, Shri Nitai Gaur Sundar ki, Mishtapat Param Sapajikacharya Shtatrishta Shishmadavachanaravind Mesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON Guru Vrinda ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Namacharya Shri Hardas Thakur ki, Ganga Maya Yamuna Mai ki, Bhakti Devi Srimati Tulsi Devi Maharani ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Kaliga Dharma Shri Harinam Sankirta Mahayagya ki, Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna. Okay. First of all, I would like to welcome everyone to today's Bhagavatam lecture. I'm here, but it was a surprise for me. I just know I will have the opportunity to speak about the Bhagavatam's glories in this morning, and I don't have so much time for prepare. Who is that devotees who are not speaks in English? Who speaks in English? Maybe it's easier. Please raise your hands. Who speaks in English? Raise your hands. Okay, it's not so much. How we will give an English lecture for Hindi speakers? I think we need some translation. Can, pardon? I not hear it. Okay, who will translate? No, I'm you're very kind. I'm sure we have somebody who can translate. Can you come and translate? Somebody, please. And I would like to ask everyone, please come closer. Please come closer. Okay. Anyway, please come closer. Everyone. Thank you. You too as well, please. It's a Bhagavatam lecture. Thank you. So, hearing the Bhagavatam is very important in our life because by hearing the Bhagavatam, our hearts turn to be purified. But we should hear it on that way. We are focusing for that, what we are hearing. No phones, no conversations, nothing else, just the pure Shabda, Bhagavatam. Narayanam namaskrityam, naram chaiva narottamam, devim saraswatim vyasam, tato jaya udirayet, nashta prayeshu abhadreshu, nityam bhagavata sevaya, bhagavati uttama shlokir, bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. Okay. Today we will read from the Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, and chapter 13. And the verse, what we have is, will be the, which verse we have? 10, 13, and 6. Yeah, 6 to 18. A minute. Okay. I need an English Bhagavatam. But let's see. Maybe we can find something in online. Right, we got it. From the mercy of Shri Krishna. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Is it okay if I start with the 6, 7, and then we are reciting the 8? The new one. Okay. First verse is Atra Bhaktavya Asmabir Divarudam Kshudaditha Vatsa Samipe Papitva Charantu Shanakaistrinam. This is here on the board, right? बहुत अच्छे हैं. Atra Bhaktovyam Asmabir Divarutham Kshudharidha Vatsa Samipe Papitva Charantu Shanakaistrinam. Atra Bhoktavyam Asmabir Divarutham Kshudarditha Vatsa Samipe Bhaitva Charantu Shanakaistrinam. Please recite the verse, Prabhus. Somebody else? Thank you. Thank you. Matajis, someone want to try it? Okay, let's go forward. Let's see the word. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's see the word by word translation. Atra, here on this path, Bhaktovyam, our lunch should be eaten. Asmabhi, by us. Diva Arudam, it is very late now. Kshudha, Ardita, we are fatigued with hunger. Vatsa, the calves. Samipe, nearby. Apa, water. Pitva, after drinking. Charantu, let them eat. Shankai, slowly. Trinam, the grasses. Srila Prabhupada translation. I think we should take our lunch here since we are already hungry because this time is very late. Here the calves may drink water and go slowly here and there and eat the grass. Please repeat after me. I think we should take our lunch here, since we are already hungry, because the time is very late. Here the calves may drink water and go slowly here and there and eat the grass. His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada didn't wrote any purport for this verse. In this way we are going forward. Next verse is the seventh one. Tateti paya itvarba vatsan aradya sadvale muktva shikyani bubuju samam bhagavata muda. In translation, accepting Krishna's proposal, the cowherd boys allowed the calves to drink water from the river and then tied them to trees where there was green tender grass. Then the boys opened their baskets of food and began eating with Krishna in great transcendental pleasure. Next verse is the eighth one. Krishnasya vishvak pururajimandalair abhyanana pulladrisho vrajar bakha Sahopavishta vipine virejush chadayatham buruha karnikaya. Translation: like the whorl of the lotus flower surrounded by its petals and leaves, Krishna sat in the center, encircled by lines of his friends who all looked very beautiful. Every one of them was trying to look forward towards Krishna, thinking that Krishna might look toward him. In this way, they all enjoyed their lunch in the forest. Purport by His Jivan A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. To a pure devotee, Krishna is always visible, as stated in the Brahma Samhita. Santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. And as indicated by Krishna himself in the Bhagavad Gita, sarvatapani padam tat sarvatokshi shiromukham. If by accumulating pious activities, krita punya punja, one is raised to the platform of pure devotional service, Krishna is always visible in the core of one's heart. One who has attained such perfection is all beautiful in transcendental bliss. The present Krishna consciousness movement is an attempt to keep Krishna in the center. For if this is done, all activities will automatically become blissful, beautiful and blissful. Patita Pavana Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militamyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarne Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karuti vachalam pangum langayati girim yat kripatam aham vande Shri Gurum Dinatharnam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Chaitam Srutu Pangor Mama Mandam Athirgati Vatsarva Sapadam Bhuju Radha Madharamona. Hare Krishna. So, we are here in this wonderful pastime of the Brahma Vimohana Lila, right? And this is a very special pastime because Yeah, it's a very special pastime because it's a very sensitive topic, you know. Brahma bewildered. He turned to be fallen illusion. But if we are thinking or if we see our situation, our sampradaya, in our sampradaya, we are belongs to the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya sampradaya. It means Brahmaji is our Acharya. In this way, some of our Acharyas not really want to give purport for this pastime because really, really sensitive topic. How we can speak about bewildering an Acharya in our parampara? It's really sensitive. But Srila Prabhupada is a very qualified person. He's empowered, and because he wants to help us and support us and give us a nice, purport, he wrote commentaries. And first of all, I just thought, if we speak about Krishna, or if we hear about Krishna, maybe if we are not so qualified and not so elevated devotees, and maybe not all of us are Paramahamsas here or trained devotees, maybe we should also think about who is Krishna. Because by just hearing the pastimes of the Lord, we can think he's just a mandate cowherd boy. Huh? He's an ordinary person. But honestly not. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. This is the conclusion of the Bhagavatam in one sense. And if we understand Krishna is not just an ordinary person, he's a real Supreme Person, we can set our, connection with him and who we are in this relationship. If Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan, he is the Supreme. He is not just a, elevated person. He is not just a demigod like Brahmaji or Shivji or Ganesh. He is a real Supreme Person who has created the whole world, he is maintaining the whole world, and he is our best friend. Why I say this? Because Krishna is the person, he really all well-wisher. Because as it mentioned in a purport, and we will speak about a little bit later, or I try to speak about this a little bit later, Krishna is always resides in our heart. He's like Chaitya Guru, and he's traveling with us. In one point of our being, we just had an idea, why Krishna is the supreme enjoyer? Maybe I will be. Huh? Maybe I also can be in the center of the lotus. And this desire is developed in our heart. And after that, we just try to think, okay, let's try it. And Krishna is extremely merciful. He gives us free will. He don't want robots who are, acting all the time according to his desire. He gave us free will. And he said, if you really want to do this, no worries. Koi baat nahi. I will create a material world for you. And you can try to be the controller and enjoyer in this material world. And because of his love towards us, fallen souls, this material world turned to be created by the Lord. And all of us who has this crazy tendency turned to be the supreme one, we are arrived here. It means all of us who are here, it means we have some defects. We are not perfect. We are not, super ones. We are so fallen. And we are trying to work on it, how we can reach that platform, what is our original platform, original state of mind, when we have a loving relationship with Sri Krishna. Okay, we already spoke about who is Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Person, the original one, Adi Purush, as it's called in a Brahma, the Krishna Chaitanya, in Brahma Samhita, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Lord Brahma said this. And Lord Brahmaji, he is the creator of the universe. Lord Shri Krishna, he empowered Lord Brahma to create this universe. In this way, if somebody knows who is really charged, is Brahmaji, right? Because if there is a company, and everybody works in a company, but maybe the small workers like us, sometimes we don't know who is the owner of the company, but we never saw him. But the boss, the charge, the head, he knows who is the owner of the company. And Lord Brahmaji said, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. He worships Govinda. Also it's mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Ekaleshvara Krishna Arasha Babritya Yare Ache Nachaya Seta Chekare Nritya. Everybody is in the universe, is dancing as Krishna is playing on his flutes. Because Ekala Ishvara, Krishna, there is only original one, Ishvara, and he is Krishna. Okay. And who we are in this relationship? We are the part and parcel of the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. It means like a drop of the ocean. Our qualities are almost same like Krishna. Every quality that Krishna has is inside us all. But the different is different quantity. Okay? Because ocean has so much things, salt and different chemicals. But if you're just taking only one drop from the ocean, this drop also has these chemicals inside. We can find everything. Just only one thing. We can take that amount of salt for the ocean, that is enough for the Food for Life program. But just the drop of the ocean, maybe it's enough for the ant. If you're taking up all of the salt from this drop, it can be enough for a small insect. And if we understand this, we are not the supreme. We are not the biggest ones. We are not the highest ones. Okay? That's what we should do in that time. We should develop our relationship. Because if somebody is maintaining us, if somebody is taking care about us nicely, and this is what Krishna is doing, you know, at that point when we took birth in the material world, immediately we are adapted. Why? Because somebody took the responsibility to, you know, to help us to grow up. Our parents are feeding us, right? They are taking care about us. We are adapted for the parents. And the demigods, they are giving us rain, water, sunshine, grains, so much things. And these demigods, in this way, we are adapted for the demigods as well. And there are the sages, like these wonderful sadhus here. You know, we are adapted for the sadhus. Why? Because these sadhus are giving us real knowledge. They are giving us guidance. And they are teaching us, like Swami Prabhupada. They're taking so much trouble to share the knowledge of the absolute truth. Absolute truth is Krishna. They're sharing this knowledge with us to open our eyes. Om Magyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya. Chakshurumintamina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. This is why we should respect the sadhus. Because they are opening our eyes. They are doing some kind of eye operation, heart operation with us. And also we should respect Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Why? Because our parents are empowered by Shri Krishna. The demigods are empowered by Shri Krishna. The sadhus, where the sadhus having their knowledge from the Shastra. And the real Shastra is just coming from the breeze of Shri Krishna. Right? In this way, everybody is adapted to Shri Krishna. This is the proper relationship. We should understand Krishna is very important in our life. And in this mundane world, we're just living in a material world, and maybe we have the tendency to not feel this gratitude towards of Krishna. And maybe we're just living here and doing nothing. Just think about it. If you're going on the street and you just find a very nice house, Bahut Sundara house, and you goes inside the house, there is nice TV and nice, seat, there is fridge full with food, and you just move inside because nobody is there. And you are living inside that house 1 year, 2 years. When the food is left from the fridge, you will buy new ones. You will pay the bills for the electricity. But if after 4 or 5 years, the owner of the house arrives, the police will arrest us, not the owner. Why? because this house belongs to the owner. Maybe we never saw the owner, but this house already belongs to someone. Or another example, maybe we are build a house, okay? Or we buy a car, new gari. And this way we are thinking, this is my house, this is my car. Okay, but whose dust is used or whose stone is used for making the bricks for the house? Whose iron is used to make the metal for the car? At the end of the day, it's created by Sri Krishna. In Western countries, when I was a child, I remember one point there were a crazy concept, and one person, he started selling the parts and partials of the moon, and everybody has a chance to buy a piece of land on the moon. Can you sell something but it not belongs to you? It's totally crazy. And the people give money for this person and they buy the parcel on the moon. And they can say, oh, I have a nice field on the moon. I'm rich. Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy it. You cannot enjoy it. And we also cannot enjoy this material world without Sri Krishna. And if we understand this, we can think about the Lord more. And we can act on that way. And we can express our love, our gratitude for that person who is maintaining us every day, every moment of our life. And if we understand this, what is the next step? We should establish some kind of consciousness with this person. If he is very kind and he is taking, you can say like taking the trouble, we can say like that, to maintaining us, we should reciprocate. This is a correct connection. And by reciprocating, how we can do this? We should find a bona fide spiritual master. As Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, Tadvithi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. First of all, when this feeling arrives in our heart, maybe there is someone who is maintaining me. Maybe I should express my gratitude towards him. Okay, but how I can know about this person? Because our material eyes, our material senses, we cannot experience Shri Krishna. And that time, we should find the real sadhu, or the satsang, or a group of the sadhus, or yatra, where we can go regularly, and these sadhus can really help us. And they are bewildering, brings real knowledge for us. They will reveal the Supreme Personality of Shri Krishna. And this is not my concept. As I mentioned, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Tadviti pranipatena. Yesterday I distributed books at the front of the mandir, and I met with two young boys. And I told them, these books can help you to, go closer to Krishna. And the young boy immediately said, no, I know Krishna, I know Krishna. I know when I hear this, I know this is mind level. And I was a little bit hard with him and said, no, you don't know Krishna. You don't know anything. And I a little bit chastised him. Not so much because I don't want to hurt him. But if you know Krishna, you should follow the dharma properly from morning to night. Are you doing something for him? Are you doing something? And this is an honest boy. And he said, not really. And I said, in this way, you don't know Krishna. And if you don't know Krishna, you should follow Krishna. And how? Tadviti pranipatena. You should follow a bona fide spiritual master, a bona fide sadhu, because he is tattvadarshina. He is already saw the truth. Maybe you hear about Canada. But who believes that Canada exists? We never saw Canada. Maybe some of you were there. Radhakund Prabhu were in the US, huh? But Canada, maybe not. Do you believe that Canada exists? We had believed because we heard it about bona fide sources. And we just believed in Canada because they told us Canada exists. In this way, at the beginning of our life, we are hearing from the bona fide sources, and we have a strong faith. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, exists. And by following the sages, by acting on that way, how they are leading us, we can see Krishna easily. There is a nice story about one king. This king was not really familiar. We can say he was a real, asur. But he was very fortunate because he had a good friend who was a devotee king. This is our good fortune if we have devotee friends. And this king just asked great sage Narada Muni, please Narada Muni, come and visit my friend, my relative, because he's so fallen. He has no faith in Krishna. What will happen with him after his life? Maybe he will go to Narak. I want to have for him. And Narada is a mad-hearted sage. He wants to have for everyone. He's a Bhakti Shakya Vaishavatar of Shri Krishna. He's ready to share the Bhakti with everyone. Real sadhus are ready to give their knowledge about Krishna, ready to help us. This is, their nature. Jivadhoya. And Narada arrived. And Ivana met with this king. But this king was so fallen. Immediately when he saw Narada, no, I don't want this guy in my life. Get rid of it. Get out of here. Goodbye, Haribol. Sometimes it's happening with us when we try to share the knowledge. And Naradaji were very pious, very tolerant. But one thing, before I left, I want to help a little bit for you. He said, when you are leaving your body and you will go somewhere, just ask there, what is the benefit of that if we have an association, even a lava matra time, with a pure devotee of Shri Krishna? King said, okay, get out of here. Thank you. Next one. Next job. And time went on nicely. And as usually happening with the people in the material world, our bodies, just turned to be death after some time. And the king left his body. Yamadutas came, they catch him, and they brought him in front of Yamaraj. And the king was really scared, because if we are not acting according to the Shastra, we can collect so much Ugra karma. And this king collected so much. He had a big bag of bad karma on his back. And he was really afraid about what will happen with him. But somehow, another, from the mercy of Shri Krishna and Naraji, he remembered, I have one question, quickly. And Yamaraj said, okay, let's ask. I just want to know, what is the benefit if I meet once in a pure devotee in my life? What I will give? What will be my reward? Yamaraj said, it's not an easy topic. Yamaraj knows everything about Dharma. He's Dharmaraj. And he is also a Mahabhagavata person. He's a very elevated person. But still he said, I not really knows it, but there is Brahmaji. He is the creator of the universe. He knows so much. Maybe we can go and visit him and ask him. And they went together. Because, real sadhus always eager to hear more, get more knowledge. And they went to Brahmaji. And that point when they reached Brahmaji's lok, Brahma were there, in great opulence. And they bowed down. The king that time were a little bit much more, surrendered, much more calm. And he just asked Brahmaji, dear Brahmaji, please let me know, what is the value if I just spend in 1 minute in the presence of a pure devotee of Shri Krishna? Brahmaji, he has 4 heads, Chatur Mukha. Huh? His body is from full intelligence. He knows almost everything. And still he just like this. I know so much, but not really knows everything about this topic. And they also visited Lord Shambhu. But the results were same. At the end of the day, they decided, okay, let's go to Vishnu. I'm sure he will know some nice answer about this. And they went to Lord Vishnu. He's the Supreme One. They went in front of Lord Vishnu. And all of them were very curious to hear about this topic. Hear about what is the real value if we just spend only 1 minute in the presence of the Mahabhagavata pure devotee like Naraji. And Lord Vishnu, like usually, was very peaceful. And he just smiled and told, this is the result. You can have my darshan. You can have my association. And in this way, the king just reached the highest platform that we can reach in this material world. Because he spent only 1 minute in the presence of Brahmaji. This is the value of the sadhus. And if we are spend time with the sadhus, we can reach this platform. This is why sadhu sang is very important. Because Krishna is all the time with his sadhus. If you want to know about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, we should go and ask the sadhus who are tattvadarshinas, who has knowledge about Shri Krishna. Okay, but this is a quite high level of being, you know, reach the Supreme Person's abode, right? Maybe we are not there. And how we can reach this platform? You know, when I was a child in our school in Western countries, there is a crazy concept. It's called evolution, evolutionary theory. I'm sure you heard about it. Is it taught in India as well, this crazy thing? Unfortunately. Okay. Demons are already entered in Bharatvarsha as well. So crazy thing. But there is one thing. There is a spiritual evolution. That is right. There is a spiritual evolution. And how we can find our spiritual evolution before our consciousness is lifted up to that platform where we can live in a Supreme Person's abode. First of all, we can see about that persons who are like, Prabhupada speaks about them like polished animals. They are wearing suits, they are, you know, looks very nicely, they are acting in a very nice way, but they are asura bhava. They have this demon mentality. And because of this, they cannot see the real truth. They are just living by the dvipada pashus. And their life is just only eating, meeting, sleeping, and defending. And they are just spending their karma here, collecting another bucket of karma or bag of karma, and then just leave for the next life. And these are the polished animals. And after that, there is next level, those devotees, those living entities who are understood, you know, the human society should follow some rules and regulations. And these people are ready to, you know, follow some kind of rules and regulations because they understand if we have some rules and regulations, I can have more sense gratification. Okay? Like in a real, you know, like a real fallen people society, if you have a house, or maybe not a house, you have a cave, but there is a much more stronger man, and he's coming there with his stick, and he beat you, and you should leave because the cave is yours from that point. In animal society, it's happening, right? Okay. But these people are already accepted the rules and regulations. And all the time, if something is happening but it disturbs their sense gratification, they are coming immediately with the laws and, hey, don't do this. This is in Manu Samhit, you know. You cannot do this with me because it's not okay. I will call for police. And they are protected by the rules and regulations. But still, it's animal level in one sense. But they are accepting the rules because they can have more grand sense gratification. They can live more peacefully. And the next level of people are we can say like the religious ones. Okay? There are religious people. And they are understood, you know, if I really want to enjoy, I should worship someone. You know? Like they understood the principle, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. They read somehow or another some Vedic scriptures, And they understood, if I worshiping this demigod, that demigod, Devi, Durga, Ganesh, Shivji, I have this and that in my pocket. They are, we can say, like they are businessmen, you know. And they are going to the mandir, they are doing their offerings, and they want to get some response, you know. Give me a house, give me a wife. Jai Jagadisha Hari. Even we can practice the devotional service with this bhav in our heart. We should sow in our heart, in our mind, and see myself or ourself purely. I am coming here to the mandir to practice pure devotional service. This is my real goal. Or I just want to get something from Govinda. Huh? And yeah, of course, you are here. All of you are great. And maybe we are not pure devotees. Maybe we are practicing a little bit Mishra Bhakti. No problem. It's also mentioned in the Shastra. If we have maybe material desires, if we maybe have the desire for liberation, no problem. We should worship Shri Krishna, right? Because it's better than worship someone else. Because it's bring us to the right, proper way. And these people are just doing their worship superficially. Like they are coming to the mandir, putting nice tilak, you know, nice uttari, dhoti, kurta. Maybe they will buy some garland for themselves. They're putting in their neck when they are coming to the temple. One for me, one for Govinda. And they are offering it. But when they leaving the mandir, immediately, no more tilak, t-shirt, trousers. That is so cold, so hot weather. Maybe it's short is better. And this is our relationship. This is our devotion. Really, we are practicing devotional service, because if yes, we're not just practicing devotional service when another people see us, but can be the tendency in our heart and our activities. This is a tendency, you know, in the fallen living entities, pretending, cheating. I'm a devotee if everybody sees me. I'm following rules and regulations if the temple president is here and sees me. I'm a nice people, I'm giving lecture. I came for morning program. He's here, he can saw me. But when he is not here, when he is not see me, I'm sleeping in my room. Morning program, Haribo, nothing. And this is, in this way, we can know our devotion is not really right. And what is the next level of our spiritual consciousness when we can step forward? Next level can be when we realize everything is Brahman. Everything is Brahman, and you know, we are all one, and everything is, you know, just same. These people are still not on that level where they are understood the real knowledge. But at least they understand we are not belongs to this material world. And we are more than this. But it's not really gives perfection, because a Brahmananda is not real happiness. It's just like after a hard day, hard working day, you just lie down in your bed and just relaxing a little bit. This is Brahmananda. It means the suffering stops in your life. And that time, you can be a little bit relaxed. But the soul has a desire, Satchit Ananda. You know, even a Vedanta Sutra said, Ananda Mayobhyasat. Not mentioned Brahmananda Mayobhyasat. It means Ananda Mayobhyasat. We want real Anand. Satchit Ananda. And if there is no Anand, Brahman after some time turned to be boring. And we just fall down again from the Brahman level. But the next level, what we really should go for it, is the level of the Bhagavan realization. And it's mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Vadanti tat tattvavidas tattvam yajnanam advayam Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti Shabdyate. Those people who are really knows the truth, they are, they are understanding the truth, the supreme truth on 3 levels. Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. And real Supreme Lord, full understanding is a Bhagavan platform. If we are reaching that platform, we are not pretending. We are not pretending the pious activities. We are not pretending I'm a religious person. We are not just a concept. I am a spirit soul and a part and parcel of the Supreme. That level, we have real understanding about who is Krishna. Yes, and in this way, for them, it's natural to practice devotional service. They don't have to force themselves to wake up for a morning program because they have taste for that. And in this way, when we reach this platform, we can have an association with Shri Krishna in 5 rasas. Mainly, that is Shantaras. But we are not really go for it. Sayujya, it's not for us because it's like a little bit like a step inside the Brahman that we already discussed. We go for the 4 another ones. The second one is Dasyaras. Dasyaras we can also practice in Vaikunt. Vaikunt means there is no problems. That level of being or that place, the spiritual world, Vaikunt, our problems totally finished. And the soul all the time serves the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And they have a loving relationship. Only one thing, in that level of the relationship, there is Aishwarya. All the time is there. He is the Supreme Lord and I am His servant. Okay? But if there is a company and the company has the owner, as we discussed previously, and we are the employed ones, we are workers in a company, maybe we like this person because he is pious, he is kind with us, he's giving nice salary, and he is taking care about us, our family, and maybe we can develop love according towards the owner of the company or the leader of the company. But still all the time will be there that knowledge, he is my boss. He is my maintainer and my family and my life depends on him. And in this way, the relationship cannot turn to be deep and sweet, right? Because the respect is always there. And if there is so much respect, the sweetness cannot be revealed in the connection between the two persons. And next step, or next, we can say like ras or connection, can be the Vatsalya ras, what we read about in this verse. Krishna is having fun, having some time with his cowboy friends. They are sitting there. They are having prasad together. They are cowherding together. They are spending time together in Braj. Huh? And from this point, we can say like these rasas belongs to higher platforms like Mathura, Dwarka, or Vrindavan, Goloka. And if we have in this rasa, we have a loving relationship with Shri Krishna, and there is a friend relationship inside. And if more friendship inside and less respect, we are dealing with Krishna in the equal way. As Kalpavriksha Prabhu gave a lecture very nicely, last week. That time, these coward boys maybe climbed up on Krishna's shoulder, They are maybe sometimes cheating Krishna or making some fun with him. And if Krishna said for these guys, at the time of the Govardhan pastime, okay, so much rain, I will protect you. I will lift up the Govardhan here. No worries, just come here. I will protect you. And the coward boy said, okay, there is a great trouble, but, you're still a weak guy, Even if there is a wrestling, we are beating you. You're not so powerful. How are you going to lift up this hill? And anyway, maybe if you try it, you will be hurted, We don't let you to do this. And Krishna said, okay, I will show you I can do this. Krishna liked to show his power for his friends sometime. And if I make a knot in this tree, you will believe I can lift up Govardhan hill? not an ordinary person can make a knot in the branch of the tree. And they said, of course, yeah, we believe. And Krishna went there, make a knot on the tree, and quickly ran to lift up the Govardhan hill. At that time, the car boys just like, oh, it's something special, happening here. Our friend is, showed something special. And the next level is like a Vatsayaras. When we are taking care about Shri Krishna like a parent, we are dealing with him like our child. And there is some Mataji here, mothers, Maybe you have sons or daughters. They know if they are not feeding the boy and girl, daughter or son, he will die. If you're not taking care about them nicely, they will just make so much trouble, My friend, he has a daughter. She's a devotee, very so, Chotilali. And he told me, he's a vice president of our temple in Hungary. He told me, this small lady is very dangerous. Even if you don't take care about 1 minute for her, immediately you do some crazy things, And he explained, like last time, when they not take care about Mandali, this is her name, Mandali Gopi. Mandali immediately took a piece of pomegranate seed and put inside in his nose. And they were struggled with how they can took out this, seed from his nose. Any normal person doing something like this? No. But small child are the level of the mind. They just doing anything what comes in their mind. And the parents, they should protect the child. This is their bhav. And Yashoda Mama, Yashoda Mai, and Nanda Maharaj, and Vasudeva, and Devaki, and then other ones who are in this ras, they all the time worried about Krishna. Oh, what happened with Krishna when he's going out with his coward boyfriends, cowarding the cows, and maybe the spikes and the stones we heard, the lotus feet of Shri Krishna, but he's so soft. This is their bhav. All the time they are worrying about Shri Krishna. And there is another level of to be connected with Shri Krishna. This level is the Madhurya Ras. There is Parakya Bhav and Svakya Bhav. And in the Madhurya Ras, we have a pure, loving relationship. Krishna and we have real love. We are the level of the Lord. And this is the highest platform that we can reach. And if we want to reach these platforms, these 4 platforms that I mentioned now, what we should do? We should meet with real sadhus, maintaining relationship with them, asking questions about them, asking guidance about the sadhus. And what they teach us, what they tell us, we should follow it. And if we are going forward, Srila Krishna Kaviraj Goswami, he is giving us a very nice formula, how we can go forward. And this formula we can read in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila. Yes. I'm looking for the verse number. I'm not quite good in verse numbers. But anyway, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami said, I think Madhya Lila 20, anyway, leave it. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami recommending to us, he is our Acharya. Satsanga Krishna Seva Bhagavata Nama Vrajavase Pancha Sadhana Pradhana. Satsang. Come again and again for the Sadhus Association. Krishna Seva. Do some seva. Render some service for Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Satsanga, Krishna Seva, Bhagavata. Read the Bhagavatam. Read the Bhagavad Gita. Read the books of Srila Prabhupada. Because by reading this book, our heart is purified. And our consciousness, our intelligence will be pure and ready to cut the mandate thoughts. Satsanga, Krishna Seva, Bhagavata, Nama. Chant the holy name. Kali Kali Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. In this age of Kali, Krishna is here like the holy name. Holy name is non-different from Krishna. And if you are with Krishna, who is Purna, you will be also turned to be pure. Because if you are next to the fire, you will also be purified. All right? And then, Satsanga, Krishna Seva, Bhagavatanama, Vrajavase. Live in Vrindavan. It's so close. But if you have some job and you cannot go there, just stay here, but make your own home to Vrindavan. Put some picture about Krishna, our Acharya, chant the holy name, invite sages there, do these activities that I mentioned for you. And a pancha sadhana pradhana. And these 5 things will give you the real fruit of sadhana. Okay. Sorry, our time is finished. I went forward 3 minutes more. Please forgive me. Kshama kijiye. Are there any quick, not questions, because we don't have time for questions, but corrections or doubts, or somebody's arguing with that thing what I said? Shri Radha Govinda Dev Bhagavan ki, Patita Pavana Jagannath Baladev Subhadramaya ki, Shri Gornithai ki. Okay, if there is no argues, no comments, thank you so much for everyone for taking part in a Bhagavatam lecture. Granthararth Srimad Bhagavatam ki.